Shalom, shalom. All right, shalom to the host elect, to the elect of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, not Hashem, not Yahweh, Vave, Have. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha, not Jesus. It's Yahweh Shai. So I got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishop, elders of great millstone, who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In the sense of salutation to all the occupants, pushing this truth and believing this truth to the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the elect. Shalom to the Atwath who are listening, learning. If you sus who are listening, learning. I'm Isaiah from Jim Messolano Camp. Prophet Doom coming next with another lesson, truth, fact, faith, and edification. Another day of edification, Lord, which be edifying. So I titled this lesson, The Serpent That Became a Three-Headed Dragon is returning to the dust. And before they return to the dust, they're going to, as it's saying in the world is, they're going to go all out. Revelation 12 and 12, they're going to come down with wrath because they time running out. And I was reading Jeremiah 10 and 14. So I figured, let me share this. And I put some precept together behind this verse in Jeremiah 10 and 14. Because the Lord has taken away the wisdom of the so-called white man. So this is Jeremiah 10 and 14. It reads, oh, it's cold because in Isaiah 3 and 1, the Lord said that he was going to take away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water from 2/3 of our people. That stay and that staff is your protection, your comfort, your support. And then the Lord going to take away your food and water. And this is what the Lord doing to the so-called white man. The Lord is removing his foundation. And the foundation of the earth is the so-called white man. And it's being removed. Their wisdom, everything about their identity is being removed. As the scripture tell you that his name shall be no more found in the earth. In Job 18, the Lord says he's going to remove them, and they will be as though they have never been. And this is what we see happening. And you had the Edomites back in the 50s and the 60s when it was just the men going to work, the women didn't have to work. Right? They didn't have to go to work. Those people now, it's pouring down out there. Those people now on the bottom, completely on the bottom. I'm talking about the men that had them as Apostle Todd went into that about a month or so ago. That this guy, what's his guy name? The guy with the Ford company, that $4 a day, but you made like $4,000 a week. That's gone, man. Not a regular Edomite is either living out of the RVs, out of the back of some car, truck, van, whatever, or they homeless. All you got left now is those elites, which I'm going to get that in Job 21, because they tell you he that dive in comfort. And I'm reading. My first time reading that Job 21. I'm going to say one dive in his full strength, and then another dive never being comfortable. I read that in a different translation, and it hit different, man. But not just to eat these those that control the resources, man. We are watching, and they've been in hide for a long time, but they are all coming down together in the dust, as it said in Job 21. But this is and the Lord said he was going to make the so-called white man bear. So we are watching them slowly. We are watching the Lord slowly take away their last power. This is Jeremiah 10:14. It reads, and I was reading this because this is the chapter 10 when it talks about the idol worshiping of the fir tree, right? The Christmas tree. And in this chapter, it's talking about the brutish person. It reads, Jeremiah 10:14. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven images. For his molten images is falsehood. And they tell you in Psalm 7:14 that they conceive mischief and bring forth falsehood, the so-called white man. Now, this applied to 2/3 of Jake. When we read these scriptures, this was the Lord talking to wicked Israelites, going off doing their own thing, following everything else but the Lord. But now it applies to those that control the earth. Again, Jeremiah 10:14 it reads, every man is brutish in his knowledge. See, everything we had to learn from the so-called white man, the Lord said it in Jeremiah 28:48. We had to go to the enemy for the one of all things. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image, for his molten image is falsehood, which is Jesus Christos, Jesus Christ. And there is no breath in them. What you talking about? Idol worshiping. There is no breath in them. They are vanity and the work of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. They're going to perish. In the time of when Yahweh shall return, they shall perish. See, the Lord is visiting them now. Asaph said in Psalm 73, O Lord, when thou awakest, thou shalt despise their image. The so-called white man's image is his system and everything. And what's a part of this system? His philosophies. Jesus Christ is a part of their image, but their image is his system. Now, let me get this. Because it says, every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity and the work of errors. The work of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. So first I want to get here. Secondly, Isaiah 29:14. And all these apply to wicked Israelites. This is Isaiah 29:14. It reads, therefore, behold, proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. The Lord talking to the so-called white man. This is Jeremiah 49:7. It reads, concerning Edom, concerning the so-called white man, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? And the answer is yes, man. We're watching it. This is 1 Corinthians 1:19. The Lord has removed, because it said, I'm going to go back to Jeremiah 14. This is 1 Corinthians 1:19. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. This applied to Israelites, wicked Israelites. And we all fail. But now this applied to the so-called white man. Let's go back to Jeremiah real quick. The Lord has stripped them of their wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Their knowledge advanced to create these missiles, to create a GPS coordinates for the missiles, to create the micro C-HIP, the RFID micro C-HIP, and that was it, man. To make the world think that they was going to affinity, affinity and beyond, infinity and beyond, and they ain't. I just saw this article that say, it say, hold on here, where is it? Right here, NASA detects new planet with temperatures that suggest habitable conditions. Right? Let me click on this for a second. The Lord gave them his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding so that they can create these intercontinental ballistic missiles, the GPS coordinates, and the technology to create the RFID micro C-HIP. That was it, man. They ain't going past that. So it says NASA detects new planet with temperatures that suggest habitable conditions. It's a I was looking for the one part. These niggas, an initial analysis suggests that object could be a young, cold planet with a temperature near 120 degrees Fahrenheit. NASA said life can grow and reproduce starting at about 5 degrees Fahrenheit and as high as 251 degrees Fahrenheit, scientists says. Hey, they want about going, them niggas trying to leave, man. You can't leave nothing. You can't eat, hey, you didn't destroy Earth. Now you trying to go somewhere else. Anyway, come back to me. Jeremiah 10:14. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. See, this is what they created. Which is the credit go back to Yahweh B'Hashem Shah. But since he was given a carnal blessing, the Lord gave him a wisdom that made him think a whole nother way, man, which is opposite of the Lord. That's in 2 Thessalonians 2:4. Who opposes, who exalted himself against all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So this is Jeremiah 10:14. It reads, every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity and the work of errors. In the time of their visitation shall they shall perish. So this is the point I want to pull out is that every man is brutish in his knowledge. In Isaiah 44:24. Let me get this from the phone, because the scriptures say that what the Lord gave the so-called white man isn't knowledge. This is Ecclesiastes 19:22. It reads, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. As it said in Jeremiah 10:14. Right? One more time. Let me read it again. Jeremiah 10:14. Every man is brutish in his knowledge, not the Lord's knowledge, in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven images. Now, when you go to Colossians, which I read all the time, matter of fact, let me get it here. Let's go to Colossians first. When you go to Colossians 2:8, see, this man is brutish in his knowledge. And then to tell you that all the sons of men are just brute beasts. Oh, in Psalms 49, it said, he that is in honor is like the beast that perisheth, because they don't got the wisdom of the Lord. And to be a beast, meaning you don't have no knowledge. You know, you move like a beast. And without the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, that's what you are. You're a beast. That's why the scriptures also call the heathen nations, they dead. What's that? Proverbs 21:16. They that want them out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead, because they don't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, man. This is Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Mashiach. These rudiments, let's get these rudiments on Google. We all had to follow the ways of the so-called white man. Rudiments, right? First principles, strong, similar words, basics. It's a noun. Basics, fundamentals, elements, essentials, first principles, beginnings, foundations. We all had to learn this, right? Through the so-called white man. This is why I tell you, this is Ephesians 2:1. Man, I got some articles I just saw here. I'm for the lesson, but I'm scrolling through the news. This nigga Trump and Elon going at it, man. I don't know how true it is, but they going at it. I'm gonna read these when I get done with the lesson. This is Ephesians 2:1. And you have he quickened. I make this point all the time. When you read in Isaiah 11, Yahweh quickened Yahushua. He quickened Yahushua. And when Yahushua brought the Hophelect men into this circle, into the fold, the men was quickened. Brothers got a quick understanding. It didn't take me 2-3 times, or I had to watch a whole plethora of videos, man. The brother the Lord used to enlighten me, all I had to hear was a little bit of something, and I was sold, man. This is what happened to brothers, man, and to the women out there. A little different with the women, but women the same way. The Lord is quickening the remnant in the last days. And you have he quickened. That's in Isaiah 11. Yahweh quickened Yahushua. And to tell you in Matthew 3, when John baptized him, it reads that the Spirit descended upon him like a dove. So in John 6, when Yahushua said, eat my flesh and drink my blood, he quickened the remnant. So this is it right here. And you have he quickened, who were dead. We was dead. We were spiritually dead in trespasses and sins, wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world. According to who? The prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we all had our conversation in time past in the lusts of the flesh, fulfilling the desire of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. So we was completely sold. But then the Lord reactivated you. We was reactivated. It said, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind. And Peter said the Lord was going to stir up our pure mind by way of remembrance. So to have a pure mind, meaning that's before you was defiled. This is why Yahushua said we had to return to him as a little child. A child mind is empty, and they learn everything from their parents. Before Head Start, preschool, kindergarten, they learn from their parents. So now, being reactivated, we have put off the conversation in time past, the lust of the flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and we're by nature the children of wrath, even as others, which we was following the so-called white man. What's the other one? Let's get this. Colossians real quick. Let me get this. The Lord reactivated us, man. It's Colossians 3. I think it's 3 and 3. Maybe Titus. Let me see. No, this is it. It's Colossians 3 and 5. It reads, mortify therefore your members, which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry, for which things' sake the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience, in the which ye also walked sometime when ye lived in them. See, but now ye also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth, which is false philosophies. You ain't talking about using rude speech. Talking about the false philosophies of the world. Lie not one to another, seeing that you have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. So here in 2 Corinthians, man, it's going down out there. 10 and 4 it reads, this devil had us for a while, man. But then the Lord reactivated you. So now he has lost, the so-called white man has lost the information age. In the same way as the apostle, the elder bishop, and elders talked about how this truth is our spiritual power start first with this truth. And then it manifested to having physical power. Right? We're going back into our what is extraterrestrial bodies, man. Angelic bodies, man. They tell you in Colossians, in Philippians 3, we know Yahushua to put us in the bodies like his. It's also in 1 John 3. We know that we shall be like him. Oh, in Romans 8, it tell you that we wait for the redemption of our body, man. So this is 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the putting down of strongholds. What's the strongholds? The philosophies of the so-called white man. That's why I read Colossians 2 and 8. Casting down the imaginations. And everything about this life, everything about being mortal is an imagination. And we talk about this all the time at camp. That's why I tell you in 2 Ezra 14 and 13, right? It reads, set thine house in order, and then reprove thy people, right? Put away, let me read it. Because we learned that from this devil, man. Because we are not mortal. The Lord put us in these mortal bodies to learn, to be a ruler, you gotta know what mortal feel like. When you become immortal, you gotta know what mortal feels like. So the Lord put us in these mortal bodies so we can understand what mortal is, because we're gonna be little G's. The elect men gonna be all of Israel, but starting with the 144,000, we're gonna be, a Lord willing, the elect gonna be little gods. So you gotta know what mortal feels like. This is 2 Ezra. So now we got to put off this the weak mind of the so-called white man, because he's weak. 2 Ezra 14 and 13. Now therefore set thine house in order, which is your spirit, your body. Reprove thy people, comfort such of them as be in trouble. Because this is what the gospel is about. Apostle could always bring out Proverbs 27 and 23. Know the state of thy flocks and look well to thy herds. As the Lord told Peter in John, what's that? John 20, when he say feed my sheep. Is that John 20? Feed my lamb. Let me see real quick, just so I can make sure. I don't want to be quoting nothing to be off. Is it John 20? Was it 21? Yeah, John 21. So this is about the flock, man, which is in John 21. So this is 2nd Ezra 14. I just want to make sure I don't want to be mentioned in the wrong precepts. This is 2nd Ezra 14 and 14. Matter of fact, let's read 13 again. Now, therefore, set thine house in order, reprove thy people, comfort such as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Oh, I tell you that what's that? 2 Thessalonians 1. You that are troubled, rest with us. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man. What's the burdens of in this body, man? Money. Mainly it's money. And this is what Esau teach Jake. Go get that bag by any means necessary. Get rich or die trying. It's all about money here, man. This is what the so-called man has taught our people. And this nigga, his people can't even get to the bag. But he tell Jake, all Jake knows is getting the bag. Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. The weak nature. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Which is what I read in Colossians 3 and Ephesians 2. The lusts of the world. The pride of life. Right? That's 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world nor the things that are in the world. For the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes. Keeping up with the Joneses. And the pride of life. All that come from the so-called white man. The prince of the power of the air. Which is in 2 Corinthians 4 and 3. If this gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded them. It reads 2 Ezra 14 and 15, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. So everything that we was taught was all, it's weak. It's mortal. It's mortal, man. So back here is 2 Corinthians 10, casting down imaginations, which is what? Of this mortal flesh, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, which is the so-called white man. We talk about this all the time. The Chinese and Japanese ain't trying to do what the so-called white man doing. Far as he's God, he want to play God and bring into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach, and have it in their readiness to revenge our disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. So, going back to these images, right? Because it said every man is brutish in his knowledge. This is Isaiah 44 and 24. It reads, Shalom to the Akim not walk to the name Yahweh Shema Shah Barakatham. Thus saith Yahweh, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am Yahweh that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself. And we know this. We don't need Neil Tyson deGrasse to tell us that the universe is expanded. We already know this, man. The Lord says stretch it out like a curtain, man. We already know this. That frustrated the tokens of the liars. Psalms 49, it reads, he that is in honor. Who is in honor? The so-called white man. So the Lord is frustrating the tokens of the liars, which is the so-called white man. In Psalms 119 and 69, it reads, the proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. The Lord is frustrating the tokens of the liars, meaning the so-called white man has lost the information age. He don't control what's truth and lies. He don't control none of that, man. This is our Psalms 49. Just these two precepts here. Psalms 49 and 11. And this whole chapter, man, is fire. But I'm going to read here. This Psalms 49 and 10, it reads, For he seeth that wise men die. Likewise, the fool and who? And the brutish person perish. That's what it's saying, Jeremiah 10 and 14. And leave their wealth to others. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not. He is like the beasts that perish. Who's in honor right now on the earth? It's the so-called white man. It said they leave their wealth to their what? They leave their wealth to others. This is the last verse. Man that is in honor, Psalms 49 and 20. Man that is in honor, the Lord is making a point here. This buzzword is he that is in honor and understandeth not is like the beasts that perish. Prove to you the so-called white man doesn't understand. This is Daniel 12 and 10. This is the Lord talking to Esau, Edom, man. Oh, 2/3 of Jake, because it tell you in the Job 36, they that don't want to serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, they're going to die without knowledge, man. That's 2/3 Jakes. They're going to die without knowledge. Prince, Michael Jackson, Cicely Tyson, Dead Slow Belly, them niggas, what's this nigga name? Walter Payton, that nigga Bill Russell, them niggas die without knowledge, man. Richard Pryor, Red Fox, all them niggas, man. Them niggas die without knowledge, man. And these niggas, and I'm watching this show, Black Jesus. Last year I think it was. That was before the Lord killed that nigga John Witherspoon and Charlie Murphy. I forget the nigga name that's playing Black Jesus. The Lord took them niggas, man. Charlie Murphy and John Witherspoon, man. They in the damn show, and both of them was scoffing at the Lord in the show. The Lord killed both of them niggas, man. They died without knowledge. This is Daniel 12 and 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. This wicked, it's talking about the so-called white man and 2/3 of Jakes. Here's another precept to prove they have no understanding. Like they say, the beast that perish shall understand if not. Obadiah 1 and 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. America got to fight, man. They've been drawn out to the border. The men that were at peace with thee, which is all their allies, America has 193 nations joined to them. Even it say the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. They don't know what's going on, man. They just being moved as pawns on the chessboard, man. So back to Isaiah 44 and 25, that frustrated the tokens of the liars and maketh diviners mad. They what the TV, the music, the food, everything in Babylon the Great America is witchcraft. He's making the diviners mad. That witchcraft ain't working anymore, man. All 12 tribes of Israel was dumb as hell here in America. Each and every one of us, man, was not following the Lord because the Lord had it hid. Now the Lord will open up the floodgate. Is another lesson I'm going to do, Lord willing. Dealing with the Lord, he said in Job 12, it said he withheld the waters and they dry up. He sent them out again and they overturned the earth. The Lord withheld the water from us and we dried up. That's Ezekiel 37, the valley of dry bones. Job 12 said he withheld the waters and we dried up. He sent them out again and they overturned the earth. That's the Habakkuk 2 and 14. The glory of the knowledge of the Lord shall cover the earth as waters cover the sea. He raised up the remnant. Now this truth has covered the four corners of the earth, man. Because now we filled with the water. We ain't dry anymore. So everything that the so-called white man has pushed out in the earth, the Lord, it said that the Isaiah 44 and 25 is from the Heavenly Father Yahweh. Because verse 24 say, thus saith Yahweh, thy Redeemer, he that formed thee from the womb, I am Yahweh, that maketh all things. that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrated the tokens of the liars, and maketh diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish. The Lord doing this. He's making this so-called white man's knowledge foolish. I saw this other article too. I got to pull it up here. Say Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood. Hold on here. Carrie Underwood was forced to get out of her 400-acre family farm in Franklin, Tennessee over the weekend because she got a blueberry patch and the bees was on one of the bushes. If you knew about, hold on here, damn it. If you knew about the damn bees, this is Habakkuk. Now to deal with these, I'm gonna read this again because to deal with this Jeremiah 10, right? Let's go back to this. I ain't gonna make this too long, Lord willing. I got a few more precepts here. I just saw this precept, man, and a lot of precepts came to me with this. This is Jeremiah 10 and 14. It reads, every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder, who's the founder? The so-called white man. Every founder is confounded. How? By the graven image. See, for his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. Right? They are vanity, empty. Talking about his idols, Jesus Christ, and the work of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. So, thinking about these precepts, dealing with this devil and what he have created, right? It say every founder is confounded by the graven image, for his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. Let me go straight here to Habakkuk. Because this nigga created this, man. Habakkuk 2 and 18. This is called Renaissance art, man. Jesus Christ, iconoclasm, which go back to Serapis Christus, which the so-called white man came up with that, told me, man. This is Habakkuk 2 and 18. What profiteth the graven image, that the maker thereof have graven it? Going back to the Jeremiah 10 and 14. The molten image and a teacher of lies. What came with Jesus Christ? Plantation Christianity. What profiteth the graven image, that the maker thereof have graven it? The molten image and a teacher of lies, that the maker of his work trusted therein, to make dumb idols. Woe unto him that saith to the wood, awake, to the cross, to the dumb stone. You know what they're doing over there in Mecca, worshiping a damn stone. Arise, it shall teach. Behold, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no breath at all in the midst of it, like it said in Jeremiah 10. But, verse 20, Yahweh is in his holy temple, which is us. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians is the Lord holy temple. But the remnant, let all the earth keep silent before him. That's you got 1 Corinthians 3, 16 and 17. It said, we are the Lord's temple. Our body is the Lord's temple. 1 Corinthians 6, 19 and 20. 2 Corinthians 6 and 16. We are the Lord's temple. So now, what's Revelation 21 and 3? The tabernacle of God is with men. That precept go back to Ezekiel 37 and 22, 21 and 22. Because the 12 tribes of Israel, the remnant men is the Lord's temple. So this nigga that's making these images, let's get this one. Ain't no breath in them, it said. Let's get this in Isaiah. I love to read this one here. This is Isaiah 45 and 20. Hey, but the Lord said we was going to worship idols, wood and gold. This is Isaiah 45 and 20. I mixed it up, wood and gold, silver and stone. It's crazy. Isaiah 45 and 20. Assemble yourselves and come, draw near together. Who? The remnant. The Lord said he was going to draw us in Jeremiah 31. The Lord said, with loving kindness have he drawn the remnant. Assemble yourselves and come, draw near together. This ain't talking about all of Israel, talking about the elect. Ye that are escaped of the nations. How are we escaped? Mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, we have escaped. 2/3 is still, what it said, the Lord said he broke the yokes and burst the bonds in Isaiah 9. That's why Yahweh said Matthew 11, right, 28 on down, come unto me, all you that be desirous of me. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. The Lord have broken that, but 2/3 is still under this. Draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and Lord willing, soon physically. They have no knowledge. Knowledge keep popping up. That set up the wood of the graven image and pray unto a God that cannot save. That's Jesus Christ. What have Jesus done for you lately? Nothing. This is Isaiah 41. What has Jesus done for you lately? Not a damn thing. Isaiah 41:11. It reads, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek him and shall not find him. Even them that contended with thee, they that war against thee, shall be as nothing and as a thing of naught. To my 2/3 of Jake, because they are following behind Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and Jesus Christos. Let's get this in Isaiah 40. It's Isaiah 40 and 19. This nigga lied to us, man. He lied to you. Isaiah 40 and 19. The workman melted a graven image, and the goldsmith, who's the goldsmith? The so-called white man, spread of it over with gold and cast the silver chains. He that is so impoverished. Remember what they said in Malachi 1? We are impoverished, but we return and build a desolate places. He that is so impoverished that he have no obligation chooseth a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved. This is what they did, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man did this, man. This is Psalms. First, it was Jake, though. This all applied to Israelites, man. Wicked Israelites that was hiding, worshiping idols, man, like the Lord couldn't see. This is Psalms 115 and 1. These are precepts I was building off of that Jeremiah 10 and 14. This Psalms 115 and 1. Not unto us, O Yahweh, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? When you read in Hosea 5 and 15, the Lord said he will go and hide his face from us until we acknowledge our offense. So, because the Lord hid his face from us, these niggas said, we got him now. Now we got him. That's in Jeremiah 50. And I always bring out the one in Psalm 71, 10 and 11. These niggas knew the Lord hid his face. They said in Jeremiah 50, oh, we didn't offend the Lord. They did. So now we got him. So this nigga say, Psalm 115:2. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? But our God is in the heavens. He have done whatsoever he have pleased. Their idols. Who? The heathens. All the heathen nations. Their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they speak not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. That's what the Lord said. Them gods that you have chosen. Let me see if I can get this. Them gods that you have chosen. Go find them. Let's get. Is it Judges 10? Let me check here. Let's see. Yep. Judges 10. And this is the Lord, man. Let me read some of this. Let's read some of this. This is Judges 10. I'm going to start at 6. It reads, and the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of Yahweh. And as a matter of fact, let me pull it up here. I'm done with this verse. Let me pull it up here. This is Jake over and over and over, man. That's why we don't need the so-called white man validation. We don't need to hear from no heathens to tell us what our book got to say, man. This is wicked Israelites, hard-headed Jakes over and over and over, man. And when no other nations oppressed, man. You know what oppression is? Even when King David had these nations in subjection, they wasn't oppressed, man. This is Judges 10 and 6. The children of Israel did evil again. again and again and again in the sight of Yahweh, and served Balaam and Ashtoreth and the gods of Syria and the gods of Zidon and the gods of Moab and the gods of the children of Ammon and the gods of the Philistines, and forsook Yahweh and served not him. And the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel, and he sold them. That's why I said we're going to be redeemed without money. Nobody can buy us. The Lord sold us into the hand of the heathens, man. Nigga, tomorrow, they ain't talking about you shall be sold to an enemy, but no man shall buy you. You slow bellies. But niggas don't like looking up nothing. And the anger of Yahweh was hot against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of the Philistines and into the hands of the children of Ammon. And that year, they vexed and oppressed the children of Israel 18 years. And all the children of Israel that were on the other side, Jordan, in the land of the Amorites, which is in Gilead. Moreover, the children of Ammon passed over Jordan to fight also against Judah and Benjamin and against the house of Ephraim, so that all Israel were sore distressed, all 12 tribes. And the children of Israel cried unto Yahweh, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our power and also served Balaam. And Yahweh said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites, from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines, the Zidonians also, and the Amalekites, and the Moabites did oppress you, and you cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. Yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. See? Look here. The Lord say, verse 14, go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And let me get it here. in Jeremiah. Because now, all you niggas out there that trying to say the so-called white man, let that nigga say you in Jacob trouble, man. Let's see. Let's see if that nigga gonna say your ass in Jacob trouble. I say nay. Hey, cause that's your God, right? Hosea, what's that? Hosea 4:7. Hey, whatever you glorify in right now, at this moment, right now, that's gonna have to be your, whatever you glorify in, that's gonna be your shame in that day. This is what the Lord say right here. This is Jeremiah 2 in verse 26. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed, they, their kings, their princes, their priests, and their prophets. The 2/3 of you. Because all 12 tribe Israelite men are kings. At least him once was. Like old boy said in Shadows. We all kings and priests. Princes, priests, and prophets. 2/3 is through on this side. So, saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth. Same thing they said when he came out of Egypt. All the miracles that Jake saw the Lord do, and the Lord was hovering over us at the same time, man. Niggas still wicked. Show you that niggas don't fear the Lord. The Lord was hovering over us the whole time. It said a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, man. And niggas was still talking shit, talk about the Lord brought us out here to die. What we gonna eat? Like, nigga, what? Did you just see what happened when we came through the Gulf of Suez, nigga? Saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth, for they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. See, here we go. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us. The Lord gonna say, but where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise. If they can save thee in the time of thy trouble, for according to the number of thy cities are thy gods, O Judah. See? This why we get on Jake so goddamn much, man. Talking about Judah. Wicked, man. But Ephraim ain't no better. There was none of the righteous Israelites of the northern kingdom that did good. Not one. Anyway, man. Jake, man. That's why the Lord got to destroy Jake ass. Because they want to... Oh, let me get this as I'm thinking about that. This Deuteronomy, man. Every time I think about this, it just pisses me off, man. Deuteronomy. But Jake wicked as hell, man. Deuteronomy 29 and is it 16? Look at this, man. It's Deuteronomy 29 and 16. For ye know how we have dwelt in the land of Egypt, and how we came through the nations which ye passed by. And ye have seen their abominations. Come out of Egypt, the Lord walked us around every heathen nation, man. For ye know how we have dwelt in the land of Egypt, and how we came through the nations which ye passed by. And ye have seen their abominations and their idols, wood and stone, silver and gold, which were among them. Least there should be among you man or woman, or family or tribe, whose heart turneth away this day from Yahweh, our power, and go and serve the gods of these nations. Least there should be among you a root that beareth gall and wormwood. And it shall come to pass, when he heareth the words of this curse, that he bless himself in his heart, saying, I shall have peace, though I walk in the imaginations of my heart, to add drunkenness to thirst. See, Yahweh will not spare him, but then the anger of Yahweh and his jealousy shall smoke against that man. And all the curses that are written in this book shall lie upon him, and Yahweh shall blot out his name from under heaven. And Yahweh shall separate him unto evil out of all the tribes of Israel, according to all curses of the covenant that are written in this book of the law. And this is why only a remnant is going to be left. Let's get this. Ezekiel. See? Oh, no. Before I get that, I got to get this. Deuteronomy. Hope I don't forget it. What's that? Deuteronomy. What is that? 32. I think. Let's see. 32 and 17. Yeah. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 17. Let me put this up here before I forget it. Where was I finna go? See, I just forgot just that quick. Ezekiel. See? I was finna get this because it's not one of my precepts I had, but it just popped in. Ezekiel 14 and 22. Let me hold that. So this is Deuteronomy 32 and 17. It reads, man, the Lord cold, man. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 16. It reads, nope, let's read 15. But Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked, which this is right here. Deuteronomy 32 and 15 is the precept to the whole chapter in Ezekiel 16. Go read Ezekiel 16, man. The Lord decked us out with everything. And then we're like, man, we don't need the Lord no more. We got this. We got it from here, Lord. And the Lord stripped our ass butt, booty, ball, naked, man. But Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. Thou art waxing fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook God which made him and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. Man, we like, man, the Lord decked us out. We like, man, we don't need the Lord no more, man. We got it from here. They provoked him. Oh, that's another precept in Jeremiah 2. It said, we are lords now. We will come no more unto thee. Matter of fact, let me read it. Man, the Lord, hey, but we deserve everything we got, man. That's why I tell you in Lamentations 3, hey, we don't got no room to complain for our sin, man. We don't got no room to talk shit about nothing. That's why I tell you, what is that, 1 Timothy 6? Be content. Hey, we're having food and raiment, man. Be content. Because we deserve this, man. We deserve it. We don't got no room to complain. That's in Lamentations 3. Go read it. We don't got no room to talk shit about nothing. This is Jeremiah 2. Man, the Lord love us, man. The Lord have reactivated us, have given us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding all over again, man. It tell you in 2 Timothy 3 and 15, 2 Timothy 2 and 15, from a child that has known the Holy Scriptures, man. Or is it 2 Timothy 3 and 15? From a child that has known the Holy Scriptures. So this is in all 12 tribes of Israel, but the only one that can be reactivated is the whole elect. The valley of dry bones, man. From a child we have known the Scriptures. Them wicked niggas that the Lord swallowed up, Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, who killed hundreds and hundreds of niggas went with them, man. Wives, cattle, kids. They knew about the Lord, but they died without knowledge. That's the Job 36. They died without knowledge, man. Niggas in the wilderness that was getting bit up by them serpents, them niggas died without knowledge, man. And they knew the Lord, but they didn't know the Lord, man. Wasn't no fear. Man, call out Yahweh Shema Shah. Because you could be here talking about, yeah, I'm an Israelite. Who? Oh, Israelite. And as far as it goes, this is Jeremiah 2. I just read this point. It's a Jeremiah 2 and 30. In vain have I smitten your children. They receive no correction. Your own sword have devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. O generation, see ye the word of Yahweh. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, we are lords. We will come no more unto thee. See? This is right here. Deuteronomy 32 and 15. The Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. Thou art waxing fat. Thou art grown thick. Thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook God, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods, with abominations provoked they him to anger. Now we knew about all the gods. I just read to you Judges 10. We knew about all the gods, so the Chinese, the Japanese, all the Hamite gods. Edom, it said Amalekites. We wanted to follow them. So the Lord, like, you want to serve them? Okay, I'm gonna send you as a captivity on their asses. They provoked them to jealousy with strange gods, with abominations provoked they him to anger. Oh, what's that? 2 Chronicles. This nigga, Amaziah, this nigga killed Edomites. Then it said he went and took choirs and worshiped this nigga. What? Man, the Lord was hot with that nigga there, man. It said they sacrifice unto devils, not to gods whom they knew not. Then what? To new gods that came newly up. That's the rapper's crystals. Jesus Christ. To new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. Man, I got to get this count. Hold on. Let me hold this Ezekiel 14:22 on my phone, because I'm damn sure going to forget it. I know me. My mind just be everywhere. Let me hold this right here. I want to get this real quick in 2 Chronicles. What's it? 2 Chronicles 25, I think it is, and 14. Been a minute since I read this. Yeah, this 2 Chronicles 25 and 14. This nigga here, man. So it reads, now it came to pass after that Amaziah was come from the slaughter of the Edomites, that he brought the gods of the children of Seir and set them up to be his gods. Jake always did this, man. And bowed down himself before them and burned incense unto them. Wherefore the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Amaziah, and he sent unto him a prophet. And the Lord always sent us a prophet before his repercussions, which said unto him, why hast thou sought after the gods of the people, which could not deliver their own people out of thine hand? Come on, man. And it came to pass, as he talked with him, that the king said unto him, art thou made of the king's counsel? Forbear, why shouldest thou be smitten? Then the prophet forbare and said, I know that God hath determined to destroy thee, because thou hast done this, and hast not hearkened unto my counsel. See? Come on, man. But that's Jake. Hey, so, man, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekakodash, because the Lord have reactivated you to this truth, man. Because you could still be at church every Sunday faithfully. I'm talking about first, second, third, and fourth Sunday. As a matter of fact, this is Isaiah 5. So you got Jeremiah 5 and 7. So they like harlot house. They say they assemble themselves like troops in the harlot houses. Let me get this here. Was it 5 and 11? Look at this. If this ain't talking about the harlot house on Sunday morning, easy like Sunday morning. This is Isaiah 5 and 11. Listen to this. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night. That's revival week. Till wine and flame them. I used to be there, man. I grew up in the silk, man. Had to go to damn revival week. You leave church on Sunday, come back Sunday night, Tuesday and Wednesday. Man, listen. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning. And this also applies to those theological seminaries, man. These wacky ass pastors go to these damn theological seminaries early, man. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning. What are they doing? That they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflames them. And listen, this is how you know it's talking about church. And the harp, and the viol, the tabret, and the pipe, and wine are in their feasts. What's the wine? That grape juice. It's communion. But they regard not the work of Yahweh, neither consider the operation of his hands. See, that's some harlot houses, man. Doing what? Let's get it. Jeremiah committing spiritual adultery, man. Jeremiah 5 and 7. How shall I pardon thee for this? Thy children have forsaken me and sworn by them there are no gods. When I have fed them to the full, they then committed adultery, spiritual adultery, worshiping another idol, and assembled themselves by troops in the harlot houses. And if you go to Google and type in church on 4th Sunday, it look like a harlot house in there. Or you can just think about this slow belly nigga. Have we already been swallowed? That nigga church be packed. TD Snakes and Theflo Dollar, Geno Jennings. Churches be packed on Sunday, man. And yeah, I just want to make that point, man, because this guy, the so-called white man, he's losing. He has lost the information age. So now I just want to read these, right? These articles I got here. So this one say Microsoft to lay off 9,000 workers in latest round of job cuts. 9,000. Microsoft. Yeah. Now this is, it's like I ain't showing the articles. I'm just reading them. So this is, man, I was cracking up on these. So it reads, Elon Musk breaks silence. Hold on, I got to get this one first. Moving too fast. So they say, can Trump strip Musk Mamdani of their U.S. citizenship? These niggas is going at it, man, allegedly. So it say, hold on here. This is funny, man. Babylon the Great. The separation in this place. Can Trump strip Musk and Mamdani of their U.S. citizenship? U.S. President Donald Trump and officials from the administration have hinted that they might consider revoking the U.S. citizenship of Zohran Mamdani, New York City's Democratic mayoral candidate. Separately, Trump said former aide Elon Musk will have to close up shop and head back home to South Africa amid roll over his tax breaks and Trump's narrowly passed spending bill. But would the Trump administration have the power to revoke the citizenship of Mamdani and Musk, both foreign-born neutralized citizens of USA? What is the immigration status of Mamdani and Musk? Man, this is cold. So then, this is the one that Elon Musk fired back on. It says, Elon Musk breaks silence after following Donald Trump's threat of possible deportation. He say, Elon Musk has broken silence on social media following Donald Trump allured yesterday, July the 1st, that Doge, Department of Government Efficiency, could soon look into deporting him. Speaking to reporters on White House lawn, the president of the United States slammed his former ally over his continued criticism of the big, beautiful bill. The pair fell out publicly last month after the Tesla billionaire claimed the bill could cost the United States trillions of dollars, describing it as a disgusting abomination before making claims about Trump's friendship with disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. The parent feud appeared to settle, with humiliated Musk making a sharp U-turn. That was until Musk threatening to start his own political party if the bill is passed by the Senate. It came amid alarming fears over the president's health due to injury being spotted. Man, this is crazy. So then here's Trump fire back. He say these niggas is crazy. It's a after after Trump warns Elon Musk to close up shop, China rallies behind world's richest man. He's not the world's richest man. This nigga is a basket case to the damn Oppenheimers and the Rothschilds, man. But they say after Trump warns Elon Musk to close up shop, China rallies behind world's richest man. There is no need to keep putting up with it. So they tell, hey, just like Putin, when Putin was the article I did last night, he said, if you want to trade your Western liberal ways for Russian moral values, come to Russia. So here's China saying, they said, China rallies behind world richest man. There's no need to keep putting up with it. Come to China, man. We got you. That's cold. So anyway, Lowe's edifying. Oh man, this is beautiful, man. Hey, the Babylon the Great separation, man. They have never been on the same page. Never. When you go back and read about, Daniel's 11, man. The war with Ptolemy and this nigga, what's his nigga name? Antiochus or Antiochus. Right? The American Revolution wars. It's all about the so-called white man and their separation. They have never been on the same page, man. Right? The two horns that's on the same animal, man. Oh, and it's this three-headed dragon, right? The reason I titled the three-headed dragon, the serpent that became a three-headed dragon, is in Revelation 16 and 13, when it said these three unclean spirits like frogs. That's talking about the monetary system, which is London, the military, which is Washington, and the religion, which is the Vatican. This is Job 21. I'm gonna start at 19. This three-headed dragon, man, right? Monetary, military, and religion, all controlled by the so-called white man. This is Job 21 and 19. God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction. Just like we saw our destruction, just like we watched the enemies come in. Hey, they finna see the same thing with Yahweh Shai, man, and the angels. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. I forget what brother I just saw it posted a lesson about the so-called white man should drink of the cup. Because it is right here. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. Now it's cold. I was talking about this last week in Jeremiah 51 to say Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. The so-called white man's greatest empire. The so-called white man's greatest empire. The so-called white man's greatest empire. We watching it fall, man. For what pleasure have he? This is why Vocal fighting tooth and nail that the Edomites done away with. But then they said the Edomites can be saved. Which one is it? Is they dead? Are they annihilated? Or are they still here for salvation? Because some got to happen. Either they dead or they're going to be saved. Which one is it? For what pleasure have he in his house after him when the number of his months is cut off in the midst? Shall any teach God knowledge? Oh, I was reading that in. What was that in Isaiah? Yep. Shall any teach God knowledge, seeing he judgeth those that are high? Who's high? I read Psalm 49. They that's in honor. Who's in honor? The elites. Because the average white man ain't in no damn honor. The niggas ain't high. One dieth in his full strength. Sure, you're talking about the Edomites. One dieth in his full strength. Oh, I'm going to get this in the translation. Let me read it first here. One dieth in his full strength, being wholly at ease and quiet. His breasts are full of milk, and his bones are moistened with marrow. They got the best of the best. And another dieth in the bitterness of his soul, and never eateth with pleasure. This talking about the Joe six-pack that we see every day. They shall lie down alike in the dust. It don't matter if you control all the resources or you don't. Y'all asses gonna lie down together in the dust. Because the prophecy in Genesis 3, the Lord say, dust shall thou eat all the days of thy life. They shall lie down alike in the dust, and the worms shall cover them. Behold, I know your thoughts and devices which ye wrongfully imagine against me. So let's get this first. To Job 21 in the different translation, right? It say, I'm gonna read all these. This is the KJV. New KJV. One dies in his full strength, being wholly at ease and secure. See? NLT. One person dies in prosperity, completely comfortable and secure. That's the elites. One person dies in full vigor, completely secure and at ease. See? Right? The NAS B95. One dies in his full strength, being wholly at ease and satisfied. The NAS B20. One dies in his full strength, being wholly undisturbed and at ease. That's the elites. That's the elites, man. Let's see what the NET say. Where is it? BBE say, one comes to his end in complete well-being, full of peace and quiet. We know. But boy, the end is going to be terrible. What's the NET? Okay. One dies in full vigor, completely secure and prosperous. Yep. Now let's get the next verse. Here's the next verse. And another, it say his breasts are full of milk and his bones are moistened with marrow. That's a regular. NLT said a picture of good health, vigorous and fit. Well nourished, NIV said well nourished in body, bones rich with marrow. Next verse. That's talking about the elites, right? Here it is talking about the regular so-called white man. This is verse 25. Let's read it regular. And another die in the bitterness of his soul and never eateth with pleasure. So NLT said another person dies in bitter poverty. They're in the trailer parks now. Never having tasted the good life. Hey, these six pack, hey, even back in the 50s, man, when these devils were getting that with the postcard went into the, what's the nigga name? Harrison Ford. What's the nigga name? Gerald Ford, whatever the nigga name that controlled the Ford company. That $4 day, the $4 week, or whatever, $4 day. Was it the $4,000 a week? Apostle was going into that. So ESV say another dies in bitterness of soul, never having tasted of prosperity. So even when them devils was working in the 40s and the 50s and the 30s, all the 1900s, and they wife stayed at home and the kids, they raised the kids and they was able to have two cars, one for the husband and the wife, and she had money to go make sure groceries was all the bills taken care of. The man had to go to work. Nigga, you been working in your own kingdom. We ain't gonna work. What this nigga said coming to America? My son works. We ain't gonna do shit. You in your kingdom and you gotta work. You niggas been on the bottom all along. You niggas been on the motherfucking bottom the whole time. You niggas don't got nothing, man. We ain't gonna have to work nothing, man. We ain't doing shit. Beat you Edomites and you heathens over the head, man. That's what we gonna do. Hey, we ain't doing nothing, man. So how it is, it say one die off. Let's read it again. Job 21 and verse 23. One dieth in his full strength, being whole at ease and quiet. His breasts are full of milk, and his bones are moistened with marrow. Another dieth in bitterness of his soul, and never eateth with pleasure. But you got to go back to this one more time. Look at this, man. This is fire. I love it. Because even when they were doing good, they wasn't doing good. So the CSB say, Yet another person dies with a bitter soul, having never tasted prosperity. Yep, NIV. Another dies in bitterness of soul, never having enjoyed anything good. The trailer park Edomites, man. You was middle class, now you on the bottom. Welcome back to the basis of men, bitch. Welcome back. We've been down here the whole time. The whole time when you niggas were living good in the 50s. We was down here the whole time. In 1800s. Nigga talking about you eyeballing me, boy. Hey, none of you Edomites, but boy, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. But not fucking look at me. But not fucking look at me. I can't wait. Because, boy, we finna do all this in righteousness. You eyeballing me? Boy, I can't wait to get you devils back. Yes, sir. Anyway, Lord was edifying. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory. Let me go to the bottom of this. No, what's that? Job 24. Got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and elders of great millstone, who rule well, teach well, who rule well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. In a sincere salutation to all the Akim pushing this truth and believing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the outward who are listening, learning. If you sisters who are listening, learning, throughout to the end, may Yahweh Bashim Yahushua continue to bless you in your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Till next time, I say Shalom, Ball. I'm going to close with this. This is Job 24:19. Drought and heat consume the snow waters. So do the grave those which have sinned. The worm shall, the womb shall forget him. He's going to be forgotten, man. The sucker white man is going to be forgotten, man. The womb shall forget him. And the Lord said, can a woman, man, and I just be thinking about this, can a woman forget her child? Let me read it. Hold on. In Jeremiah, I said I'm going to get that Ezekiel 14 too. In Jeremiah 2, it reads this. This is Jeremiah 2 and 32. Can a maid forget her ornaments or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number, right? You forgot the Lord. So then it's Isaiah 49. Let me read this one too. Isaiah 49 and 15. Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should have no compassion on the son of her womb? Yet they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. So here's the Lord saying, can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? So right here, Job 24:20, the womb shall forget him. Who? Rebecca gonna forget? Rebecca gonna forget Esau? Rebecca is gonna forget Esau? Because he ain't gonna be no more, man. This is fire. So then you got the one in Psalms 58. Right? It reads, the Lord cold, man. Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So this womb, right? When you go to Jeremiah, and as Elder Aram in Alabama made the point about this womb, it's talking about when the so-called white man came out the caves, right? So I lined up with this. This is Jeremiah 50, because it said the womb shall forget him, right? Jeremiah 50 and 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Which is Great Britain. And they all Edomites. So they all going to be destroyed. So the womb shall forget him. Who? Rebecca. They came out Rebecca's womb. In the kingdom, after 1,000 years, Esau going to be done away with. The womb shall forget him. The worm shall feed sweetly on him. He shall be no more remembered. And wickedness shall be broken as a tree. He evil entreateth the bearing, that beareth not, and doeth not good to the widow. That's us. He draweth also the mighty with his power. All nations had to cleave to the so-called white man, and it's cold because the Lord giving the nations another Edomite option, which is Russia. He draweth also the mighty with his power. He riseth up, and no man is sure of life. Since this nigga been in power, nobody has been assured of life. But now everybody got weapons. So now they're like, hey, bring it on. Though it be giving him to be in safety, whereon he resteth, yet his eyes are upon their ways. They are exalted for a little while, but are gone and brought low. That's a Genesis 3. Right? It said, on thy belly shall I go, and dust shall I eat all the days of thy life. They are taken out of the way as all other kingdoms, all other rulerships, and cut off at the tops of the ears of corn. They shall be taken out of the way as all other, from the Greeks to the Romans to now, and cut off at the tops of the ears of corn. If it be not so, now who will make me a liar and make my speech nothing worth? And nobody can do that, man. Because who has been the Lord counselor? That's in Isaiah. I read another day in Isaiah. Who have been the Lord's counselor, man? Hey, we are watching the so-called white man's kingdom fall. First, his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because again, the Lord only gave him the wisdom to create the missiles, to create the technology so the missile can have a GPS coordinates, so they can hit their targets, so they can create the RFID micro C-help, man. This technology wasn't created for niggas to go on TikTok to see my little kids. Yeah, we went to the park today. We had a barbecue. See my pets. See my hairstyle. See all this. No, it was created for these devils to create these missiles, the GPS coordinates, the RFID micro C-help, and for this truth to go out through the four corners of the earth before 2/3 be destroyed along with these heathens, man. This ain't for entertainment. Anyway, the wife tuning in. Till next time, I say shalom, wa ababa.